Okay, what is class here? Okay, so let me explain you guys. See, let's suppose, okay, now in the world we have what we have, guys. Okay, let's suppose, let me take in this way. Okay, let's suppose you will take, okay, this is the better way. Universe. Okay, we have universe, right? In this universe, okay, who are staying, guys? Okay, persons. Okay, right? We are the human beings, right? Persons. Okay, persons also staying. And who else? The equal amount of, okay, animals also there, right? Animals also staying, right? And at the same time, even let's take, okay, animals, persons, who else? Let's suppose if you take birds, okay, birds also staying, right? See, persons is what? Is one of the classification. Animals what? It is one of the classification. Classification means what? Group of thing. Okay. Animals means what? Group of people. Persons means what? Group of people. Animals means what? Group of animals. Birds means what? Group of birds. So that's what classification. In universe, let's suppose if you take persons is one classification, animals is one classification, birds is one classification. Guys, please listen. This is important. Okay. So we are going with class and object. This, see, in Java means everything we are dealing with what? Class and object only, right? In terms of. So that's what. First of all, we need to know what is class and what is object. Okay. Let's suppose if you take an universe, in the universe, okay, if you take persons is one of the classification, animals is one of the classification, right? And birds is one of the classification. Okay. Now, if you see, okay, so persons. Persons means what? What they can do, guys, in persons. This is the persons, right? Persons, what they can do. Every persons have some abilities, right? Some properties and some behaviors. So what are the properties persons can have? Tell me, guys. Two legs, right? Next, two hands. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Like that we have, right? These are called what? Properties, guys. These are what called properties, right? You can say one head, one mouth, one ear. Okay, like that we have properties. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So these are called what? Properties. Properties. Okay. These are called properties. And what persons behaviors? What persons can do? Tell me. Persons can eat, right? Persons can, tell me, talk. Okay.
Walk.
Okay. Like that. Okay. Persons can do. These are the behaviors persons can have. So these are what? Okay. Behaviors. Right. In the same way, if you see animals, okay, for animals also what? This is one type of classification, right? Yeah. So in the same way, we have another kind of classification, animals. So animals, what are the properties can have animals, guys? Animals means, tell me, four legs. What has animals? Properties. Four legs, and most of the animals can have tail also, right? One tail. So these are the properties. So what are the behaviors for animals? Tell me, guys. Animals also can eat.
Animals can
Run. So like this, okay? Animals have their own behaviors, right? Now, let's suppose birds. So what are the birds features? This is one kind of classification, right? So birds also, what kind of properties birds has, guys? Two legs,
wings.
two wings, right? Two wings. These are the properties of birds. So what are the behavior of birds, guys? Birds. Tell me.
Right?
Self-cleaning.
Eat, fly. Okay. So like that, we have some behaviors. Understood, guys? Okay. So like this, we have persons, one of the type of classification. Animals also one type of classification. Birds also one type of classification. Right? So here, classes means, okay. So what we are doing here, classes means, just classification. If you see the first 5 letters, CLASS, right? So that's it called class, guys. Class contains, okay, a group of elements, okay, which are having common properties and common behaviors. Understand? The classes contain group of elements which are having common properties and common behaviors, guys. Understand? Class is a group of elements having common properties and behaviors. Guys, understand or not? So we can say this is one kind of class. We can put this is, let me put here. Okay. Let me write here. Stop. Okay, I think here there is no space. This is called class. Okay. So this is also one kind of class. This is also one kind of class. And this one also one kind of class, guys. This is also one kind of class. Okay. Here see what we are saying in the class means. Come on, guys. Class means. Tell me, what is class? Just now we discussed it, right? Class is a group of elements having common properties and behaviors. See here, this is a one kind of class. Persons is one kind of class. What it has, tell me, common properties and behaviors. Okay?
Yes.
Class is a group of elements. So these are the group of elements, right? How many elements we have? Class contains properties and behaviors, right? Class is a group of elements having common properties and behaviors. Okay, so this is called class, guys. Understand? Now animals. If you see animal class, so animal class also have group of elements. Okay, having common properties and behaviors. Okay, even if you see the birds class also having group of elements. Okay, having common properties and behaviors. Understand, everyone? Hello? Okay,
Yeah, yes,
so
yes.
this is called class, guys. Okay, so class means it's a kind of, okay, one kind of structure. In the structure, we are going to define. Okay, so these are the properties, these are the behaviors of particular this class. Okay, we will see, guys. Don't worry in detail. Once you complete topic, then we will understand. Okay, so this is class. Here, how many classes we have? We define 3 classes. Persons is one class, animals is one class, birds is one class. Okay, now what is object? Now let's take persons. Now we are defining in the persons. Okay, so persons means what? Most of the people, right? Person is one. Persons means what? Okay, many. Person is single. Persons means many, right? So we are defining classification of persons. How the persons will be. Okay, we are defining person's properties and behaviors. Okay. So now all the properties and behaviors we have defined in one classification. Okay, one structure that is called class. In the person's classification, what we define, what are the properties person has, those properties we are defining, like 2 legs, 2 hands, okay, 2 eyes, okay, like, okay, 1 mouth, 2 ears, like these are called what? Properties. By using those properties, what persons can do? What persons can do? Person can, tell me guys. What persons can do by using those properties? Persons can walk, persons can eat, persons can talk, okay, right? Persons can run. These are what? Behaviors.
Yes.
Understand everyone? These are what?
Yeah, yes.
Behaviors. Okay. Here, properties also we have, behaviors also we have. Okay. So if you see what is class means, class containing, okay, member variables, member properties, member behaviors. Okay. So in the terms of Java language, we use it to call properties converted into variables, behaviors converted into methods, member variables and member methods. If you see here in the person class, what we have, properties also we have and behaviors also we have. Understand guys? In the persons class, we have properties, we have behaviors. Properties means what? So what person has? Okay, human being, what he has here? Human being mostly has 2 legs, 2 eyes, right? 2 hands, right? Guys, come on, tell me. So these are the properties human being has, right? So by using those properties,
Yes.
what he can do? He can eat, he can walk, he can run. Okay, so like that he can do, right? Okay, so
Yes.
the combination of properties and behaviors, the combination of properties and behaviors, okay, so we use it to call as class, guys. Understand? The class, it's a kind of classification. In the classification, we are going to define what are the properties we have in the particular classification, what are the behaviors it has in the particular classification. So we are going to define those things, guys. Understand? The combination of these properties and these behaviors are called class. Hope you guys understand. Understand? Hello?
Yeah, yes, Anish.
Yeah. Now, coming to object. What is object? Okay. What is object? Okay. Now, so persons is what? Okay. Persons is what? It's a classification. Many. Okay. Object means what? Among the group of elements. Understand, guys? Among the group of elements. I mean, persons is group of elements, right? Among the group of elements, if any individual element having physical properties and physical behaviors, then that individual element is called an object. Okay. If you see here, what we have, persons. In the persons, 2 legs, hands. Okay, these are the properties. Eat, talk, walk. These are the behaviors. Okay. So completely this classification we use it to call as a class. That's fine. Right? Now, whereas come to object, this persons means what? It's a kind of imagination. It's a virtual. It's not a physical, right? Persons means what? We are saying a persons means what? It's a virtual. Okay, it's not a reality. Person means what? See, my name is Santosh. I'm what? Person, right? I'm a person, right? I'm a physical, right? So out of persons, I'm a person. I'm an object. Okay, I'm a physical, right? See, I have 2 legs. I have what do you call, 2 hands. By using that, I'm teaching class. Okay, I can walk, I can run, right? So myself has an object out of persons. Understood, guys? Persons is in a just virtual. Okay, out of persons, what is object? Object is reality here. Understand? Among the group of elements, if any individual element having physical properties and physical behaviors, then that individual element is called an object. Here, class is what? Virtual, but object is real. Understand or not? Okay. So let me explain in that way, guys. Now, let me take bike. Let me take bike, guys. Okay. So before manufacturing bike, what has to do? You have to design the bike, right? Guys, you have to design
Yes.
the bike. Okay. Bike means, let's suppose we have Pulsar. Okay. We have Royal Enfield. So these are the manufacturing companies we have. So first of all, before, okay, manufacturing the bike, what they have to do? They have to design the bike document, right? So this is the bike. Okay. Bike should have this kind of CC, 300 CC. Okay. How much horsepower it has. Understand? How it should be look like. Okay. So the, I mean, what do you call, everything, to wheels. So everything they has to design, right? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So these are
Yes,
the
sir.
things they has to decide, right? So once they designed it, so these are called what? Properties. These are called what? Properties, right? Horsepower, CC, and two wheels, okay, and escalator. All these what? Gears, okay. How many gears it has? Some 5 gears, 4 gears, okay. So like that, okay. These are all called what? Properties. So what is the behavior of bike? So by using those properties, what are the actions we can do? Okay, we can start the bike. Okay, if you give escalator, bike will run. Okay, these are the actions, right? These are the behaviors. Okay. Now, all these things where we, I mean, before manufacturing the bike, so what we have some design document. In the design document, okay, so this is the bike design. In this bike, so these are the properties we should have. So these are the actions we need to perform, right? So where we define these all these things, one kind of document. So that document is called what? Class, guys. Hope you guys are understand. That document is called what? Class. In the class, in that by classification, we are defining what are the properties which have, what are the actions we can perform, what are the, here actions means behaviors. Okay. So what are the behaviors bike can do by using those properties? Understand? So all these called what? Class, guys. But here class is what? Virtual. It's not a physical, right? The document is virtual, right? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Can you please speak out, guys?
Yes, sir.
Understand? So the here
Yes, sir.
bike document means what? It's a kind of virtual. Okay. Once virtual is completed, planning is completed. Finally, the planning document, okay, will hand out to manufacturing. So manufacturers, what they will do? They will produce bikes, right? They will produce bikes based on the design document, based on the classification what he has, what they has, right? So based on that, they will produce the bikes. Here bike means what? It's a physical, right? You can experience it, right? You can touch it, right? You can use it. Here bike means what? Physical. After the, see, they have a Royal Enfield design document, guys. So by using the document, Royal Enfield manufacturing, so they produced one Royal Enfield bike. So the bike, you can touch it, right? You can feel it, right? So that is what? Physical. Guys, please understand me.
Yes, sir.
Please let me
Yeah, we
know.
are
Guys
following.
are understanding or
Yes,
not? I
sir.
don't know. Okay. Here, bike is an object, guys. So out of that classification, how many bikes we can produce? We can produce lot of bikes. Understand? Out of that design document, how many Royal Enfield bikes we can produce? Let's suppose Royal Enfield class, I don't know. How many types of Royal Enfield bikes we have, right, in the market? Can you please tell me someone? Classic or something standard or something kind of bikes we have, right? Okay. Let's suppose, let me take classic bike. It's a 300 cc or 350 cc or somewhere. So So by using that classic Royal Enfield designing, how many Royal Enfield classic bikes we can produce? We can produce many. Understand? Here, each and every individual bike is what? Called an object. How many objects we can create by using that Royal Enfield classification document? We can create many bikes, right? We can produce many bikes, right? Guys, understand? Unmute yourself,
Yes, sir.
everyone. Yeah, we can produce many bikes, right? So here, each and every bike is called object, guys. Each and every bike is called object. So the design document, what we have, that is called class. So by using one class, how many objects we can create? We can create many number of. Guys, understand or not? We can create any number of objects by using class. In the same way, how by using that Royal Enfield design document, how we can create many Royal Enfield bikes, manufacturing team that manufacturing Royal Enfield manufacturing, they can produce many number of Royal Enfield bikes, right? So in the same way, by using class, we can create many number of objects. Hope you guys are understand what is class and what is object high level. Understand? Hello.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
here,
Yes, sir.
same way you can relate to persons. Persons is what? It's a kind of classification. Okay. It's a virtual. It's not a physical. But person is what? Physical. I'm the person. Okay. I can feel myself, right? I can have two hands, two legs. By using two legs, I can walk, I can run. Every day I use it to do. Okay. So myself is person. Myself is object among persons. Persons is class. Out of persons, person is an object. Understand, guys? In the same way, bike. Okay. Bike is reality. Bike design document is a class. Bike is an object. Hello. You can relate to same to
Yeah, okay.
anything, guys. Let's suppose if you take one house. Okay. So before constructing house, what we have? House planning, right?
Yep.
House
House
planning
planning.
we should have. So this is the house plan. This is, here is bedroom, here is kitchen room. Okay. How many bedrooms we have? 2 bedrooms. Where is the bathroom? Where is the corridor? Where is the balcony? All those things where we will put one paper, one document. Okay. So these are what? Okay. Kind of classification of house, right? Properties and behaviors. So this completely, this planning is called what? Virtual, right? The design is virtual. If you go any gated communities, they will tell, see, north face. So this is the design. East face. This is the design. Like that, they will show. Okay, in their manual, right? So by using that manual after construction of house, okay, how many north facing flats can have in the one of the graded community? If you go with the graded community, means 400, 500, 600 flats are there. If you see the north face, means around 200 flats are there. If you see east facing, around 200 flats are there. But here, north face means only one manual. By using that manual, how many north face flats they created? 200 flats. Understand? Here, each and every individual flat means what? It's a physical. You can go and you can feel it. You can use it. Understand? But what is the virtual? They have a plan, right? That is called what? Virtual. So the virtual is called here class. Okay. The physical flat, what you are seeing, what you are experiencing is called object. Hope you understand. By using that plan, okay, the design, they can produce many flats, right? Here, many flats means what? Objects. And the design, what they have means what? Class. Hope you guys understood. Okay. Let's suppose. Let me take one more example, guys. Now, we have one famous author. Okay. They have written one book. Okay. So out of it, what he has to do? He want to sell their books. Okay. So for that, what they has to do? First of all, they has to design. They have to write the book. Okay. And they need to in the somewhere in the note in the system. Okay. They will write the content of the book. Let's suppose we have 200 pages. Every 200 pages they have written. So out of that, he will have some soft copy. Okay, the soft copy means what? It's a virtual, right? They have a plan, they have a content and everything. Okay, soft copy, what he has? So all the pages he has. So now he has given the soft copy to some Xerox guy. So out of soft copy, he will take all the Xerox copies and he will created many books, right? So here, by using one soft copy, how many books he can create? He can create many books, right? He can create many books out of one soft copy. Here, the soft copies means what? Virtual. We cannot touch it, right? Book means what? Physical. We can touch it. We can experiencing it. Okay? Right? People, understand or not? Guys,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, Sundar.
Here, the books means the copies what we generated out of one soft copy means what? Objects. The soft copy is what? Class. Okay? I hope people are understanding what is class and what is object.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Class is a group of elements, right? Can you please, I think if you want, you guys, can you please write your notes? Okay? I'm telling. That is a class. Keep cited in class. Can I tell now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, class. Class is a, okay. Class is a group of elements. Class is a group of elements having common properties and behaviors. Having common properties and behaviors. Okay. Object. What is an object? Among the group of elements, if any individual element having physical properties and physical behaviors, then that individual element is called as an object. Okay. And next definition. Here is what? Class is what? Class is just virtual. Okay. We cannot touch it. We cannot feel it, right? Class is what? Virtual, guys. Class, second one. Class is virtual. Here object is what? Real. Object is what? Real. Understand? Next one. Class is virtual encapsulation of properties and behaviors, right? Encapsulation means what? Here, we are encapsulating properties and behavior. Together we are calling class, right? Okay, that's why. Class is virtual encapsulation of properties and behaviors. Now, object is what? Class is virtual, object is physical. Object is physical encapsulation of properties and behaviors. Object also has same properties and behaviors, right? Okay, but by using object, we can touch it, we can feel it. But class means what? It's a virtual. We cannot touch, we cannot experiencing. Okay, just that is a virtual document. Hope you guys are understand. Okay, completed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now class is, okay. You say, class is what? Blueprint for the objects, right? Class is what? Blueprints for the object. The design document, that is the blueprint, right? By using that blueprint, we are producing the objects, right? Books. Okay, the PDF is a blueprint. By using that PDF document, the soft copy, we are producing many books, right? Your class is what? Blueprint for the objects. Object is what? Is an instance of the class. Okay. Object is an instance of the class. Guys, understand? Class is
Yes,
a
sir.
blueprint for the objects. I'm explaining. Please write it. Object is an instance of the class. Okay. Next one. If you want, you can write one more point. Class is what? Model for all the objects. Right? Class is what? Model for all the objects. Object is what? Instance of the class. Object is an instance of the class. Right? Class is model for all the objects. Right? Class is a model, right? Based on that model only, objects is created. Class is a model for all the objects. Object is an instance of the class. Right? Finally, class is a collection of member variables and member methods, guys. Class is a technically, if you say what is class mean, class is a collection of member variables and member methods. Technically, right? So here variables and methods, right? Methods means behaviors, guys. Variables means properties. Okay. In Java, properties we use it to call as variables, and behaviors we use it to call as methods. Okay. Class is a collection of member variables and member methods. Is a called class. Object is an instance of a class. Object is an instance of the class. Instance of the class. Okay. Hope you guys understood what is class, what is object, high level. Okay. So we will see in detail. Okay. Next classes.
Yeah, okay.
Class persons. Now it's a collection of, right? So I need to make it. Okay. Open. Here, let me do. This is the syntax of class, case. Class name. Okay. And so we are encapsulating, right, all the properties and behaviors. Okay. The collection of properties and behaviors, right? So that's why we are encapsulating. This is one group. Okay. That's what I'm keeping one open bracket and one closed bracket. Okay. So this is called class. Okay. So we will see in detail for tomorrow's session, guys.